And of course, you'll want a wheelbarrow. I assume everybody in the world, quite honestly, wants a rickety old wheelbarrow. Greetings and welcome back to more Cities, Skylines, and the wonderful wizarding city/region of Wizardtopia, which continues to grow and develop. We're right out here on the edge, in the sticks, on the edge of this lonely little secluded village, perhaps, mayhap. Scouting out a new site for a lonely little secluded house, because Fallen X quite rightfully pointed out that he has been waiting for a long time for his secluded house in the mountains. And, you know, obviously we've got a little village here now, but this is perhaps a little bit too built up for your liking. Obviously you can't get on with your work in peace when you are surrounded, literally surrounded by a lovely kind of pink house, and some brown houses, and I mean even like a little apartment building. Far too much going on here. Of course, it's not connected by road to the main city, so people can only come in by rail, which, you know, is awesome. But if you don't mind walking from here all the way over to here, this seems like the best spot. It's right on the edge of the world. You've got a fantastic view of the wilderness beyond, which we cannot access because of this giant dotted line, which prevents us... What's over there? I don't think a building has burned down over there. Certainly not. But yeah, so there you go. This is the spot I picked out for you. I hope you like it. The alternative was over here, but I could see this village possibly expanding along here, maybe building up other things, although, I mean, you know, Crater House would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, right down here, in the base of the crater, the views aren't quite so good, I will admit, but it's pretty isolated, so, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the house over here, and, you know, if you want to kick up a fuss and demand the crater, as a channel patron and general longest standing viewer of the channel, then maybe I will capitulate. Who knows? But for now, let's go ahead with the building here. We're going to, first of all, I'm going to upgrade these roads to dirt. That's right, I'm going to upgrade these tarmac roads to dirt, because it's a lot more secluded if it's just kind of a dirt road, isn't it? I reckon. I think so. We'll upgrade that one as well. Oh, look at that. Look at what it's done. It's made this fantastic little Dukes of Hazzard jump, which leads immediately onto an enormous precipice on either side, and then another Dukes of Hazzard jump on a bridge all the way down and along. Somebody really needs to come up with a driving game that utilizes the City Skylines engine, so that I can drive around this city and go all kind of crazy man on it, and such. Right. I was also thinking, to make it even more secluded, we could just cut this, cut that back a bit, and go like this. We want twisty-turny, windy-woo, down, like this, yes, and then around, like this. Sort of hidden, it's like a hidden path, hidden away, behind the rise. Down here, up like this, and then... Now, I don't know how big of a house you sort of fancied here, but it'd be nice to get a reasonably big one, I think. So let's just sort of go like that, shall we? Like that, there, and then we've got, I think, a pretty decent plot here. That plot, or that plot. Ooh, choices. That's the biggest plot. And it's kind of secluded a little bit by those trees. It's a little bit more hidden. That might be a bit exposed to kind of, you know, all the world. Let's go with this plot right here. That's it. That's going to be it. You need, unfortunately, well, actually, we don't need to extend these all that far. Oh, by the way, this is a closed loop. Look, you see, there is no danger of water elemental activity. We're going to close this loop as well. I mean, very, very wastefully, it has to be said. But let's just confirm that again. Look, see, it's all good. It's all good. The water elementals have a free path to run about and do whatever they want. We're going to need power here. We're going to need power. Is there any way we can kind of do this in some kind of clever fashion? Like maybe we could have a... like Maybe you could have your own power generation. I mean, that's like some off-grid stuff right there. We could give you a windmill, possibly. They're a bit noisy, it has to be said, but I mean, this is a perfect place for a windmill. You could have one. Not a windmill, obviously. It's a wind turbine. Like this. There we go. And then we will connect up the power down into the forest, along like that. Up to the back of the property, away behind. So that's basically Fallen X's wind turbine. It is the Fallen Spirit. There we go, the Fallen Wind Spirit. Fantastic. I could provide you your own water supply as well, but let's not get crazy, shall we? You've got underground water, and you'll be happy with it. Good. A building has burned down way over there in the city. I mean, everything's probably all right in the city, apart from a bunch of abandoned buildings. We're just going to assume it's all fine. This can be cycled. The old very fine gentleman's garbage tip in the middle of Diagon Slummy. It was the first of his burgeoning business empire. Something has gone horribly wrong with the things here. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. That's fixed it. Has that fixed them all? I think that's fixed them all. Good. Fine. Let's head back and we'll continue developing out this region, I think, because it needs to be developed out. Look, you've got a nice house. It's here now. Fallen X is... you're not happy. You're not even resident there. Let's not even bother naming it yet, because when a resident moves in, I think it'll get renamed if I name it. So we'll just wait. We'll give you your own Carcassonne Tower to keep an eye out on what's going on in the neighborhood, because there is something going on in the neighborhood. And when that indeed happens, who are you going to call? Would you like have a Stargate as well? Why not? And of course, some mushroom trees to make it feel properly wizzy for you. That's all very good. And of course, you'll want a wheelbarrow. I assume everybody in the world, quite honestly, wants a rickety old wheelbarrow. I mean, it's not a very effective wheelbarrow because it doesn't have any sides, but. We're going to put this down right there. There you go. There's your wheelbarrow, just parked out to the side. It's a reasonably nice little house. It's not the biggest house in the world, but I think it's good. Someone has moved in, so we're going to make this the Fallen Retreat. There you go. Fallen Retreat. Good. Good. The Fallen Retreat is in place with its Stargate. We should probably give a Stargate and some mushrooms to the main little secluded village over there as well. We'll go and do that in just a second. I don't think there's anything else you need out here, is there, Fallen X? I mean, we can have a quick look. I mean, you could have your own... Would you like your own child's play park? I mean, I know the Hobo Wizard thinks very fondly of his, but I'm not actually... Oh, look, you could possibly fit one just there. Or indeed a small park. You could have a field. Would you like a field to grow your own fruit and veg and such? We're gonna put it right here. Couple of little fields for you to provide. I don't know, wizarding herbs. I mean, they're clipping into the ground a little bit and creating interesting and strange patterns, but that's all part of the charm. Of the Fallen Retreat. Good, fine, that's done. What else do we need to do today? Well, we still don't really have any industry here, I don't think. What have we zoned? It's just residential, so I think we can put some offices in, right? Because offices work. Should we have like a whole bank of offices? Maybe not sort of an enormous bank of offices like that. We'll just have like a bunch of little offices here by the train station, so that people can, work nearby without having to go all the way into town necessarily. Obviously, a lot of people will have to commute into town, but that's fine. They'll be happy doing that because they get to live in this beautiful little secluded village. We'll zone a bit more residential as well, actually, whilst we're at it. This sort of like, little bit here. That's good. Garbage is piling up. Garbage has piled up. Yes. Okay. We're gonna need to, because you can't ship garbage, obviously, by rail. At least I assume you can't ship garbage by rail. We're going to have to put our own dump here because we can't actually get it unless we connected the road up, which we don't want to do. Of course, that means the only vehicles driving about in this secluded little village are going to be garbage trucks. But so be it. Who's going to be the garbage king? This little secluded house. The secluded wizard's throne needs to be hooked up to the power grid here. That's fine. It isn't actually named, is it? What are we going to call it? The secluded... Good. All right, there we go. The lonely secluded wizard's throne. Like that. The lonely secluded wizard's throne. Great. All right, so we've got the lonely secluded wizard's throne. We've got the lonely secluded little village, which will zone up at some point. And of course, we've got the fallen retreat out here. Hopefully, it is away and lonesome enough for you to get on with your work unimpeded. You've got a long walk, to be fair. Maybe you need your own office. Should we give you your own office because it's so secluded? Look, there we go. You can have your own 2-block office. I don't know if that's actually going to be like much use or not, but we'll see. We'll see what grows up there. But you know, a man should have somewhere to work that isn't his home, and now you do. Well, at least you will if anybody actually comes along and develops there. Which they may or may not. Facility is full. Oh, all right. Thank you for letting me know. Which facility is it that's full? Oh, it's the cemetery. That's a first. We've not had a full cemetery before. The necromancers obviously haven't been raising the dead fast enough, and so yeah, it's now full, which means we need to kind of empty it, I guess. Well, it means we're gonna have to resume construction of the City of the Dead, isn't it? Obviously, we're starting to get dead people problems, and so we're going to need to have a means of dealing with them, and that will be all done here in the City of the Dead. But that's probably something for its own episode, so let's not worry about that just now. We will come back and do that next time. For now, we'll see how this thing is developing. Oh, that's right, we needed to put a dump or something in here, didn't we? So let's do that. Let's get a dump. Where should we put it? We could maybe do it down here, or maybe we could take... Oh, we could... I wonder if we could kind of like put a dump inside the crater there. That might be a thing to do. Or maybe we could just have a little road leading off from here, like so. There, maybe. And we'll stick the dump there. Dump. Pow. Job done. Of course, this is only a temporary stopgap solution because there's no incinerator here, so once the dump is full, we'll have a problem unless we can somehow ship stuff from the landfill site across to town through the trains. Which, yeah, who would want to ride on a train that was full of garbage? Probably nobody, I would have thought. But there you go. At least we can solve the problem as it stands right now. Where's the smoke coming from? Oh, it's smoke coming from the chimneys. Nice. These little like Tudor-style houses. Beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. What level is that? It's you know, like level 2 or something. Not quite sure how that works. But never mind. Good. Fine. I think we've probably... I mean, we've not done a lot today, but we've sorted out the services a little bit. Most importantly, we've built the Fallen Retreat. Hopefully, that is satisfactory. And yeah. Good. Good. We still have massive industrial demand, which we're going to have to deal with. Oh, we should probably think about doing this this water treatment plant. A few people have piped up and said that I should do the water treatment plant, so we'll do the water treatment plant, I think, and we'll do the City of the Dead next time. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been... Look, there's crime! Wait, before I go, there's crime in the Carcassonne Tower. The Carcassonne Towers are, of course, well known for being criminal hotspots. Again, I suppose we have no fire service or indeed police service out here in this little secluded village, so it could become a bit of a crime hotspot. I'm not sure if we want to deal with that or not. Let me know what you think. Should I build police and fire coverage out here in the sticks, or when they need someone, will they have to send word to the big city and like Colombo or somebody, like Wizarding Colombo will get on the train, come all the way out here, you know, like riding along watching the scenery go by. He'll arrive in this secluded little village, you know, a close-knit community where everybody knows everybody else, and he'll meet resistance as he tries to solve whatever the crime is. Of course, everyone knows, actually, that the criminals all hang out in the Carcassonne Tower, but will they tell Columbo that? Who knows? Anyway, fantastic! Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. There he is. Look, it's old Grandad, old Pops. He's got a fantastic mustache, possibly the greatest mustache ever. Now, as I was saying, there's been some terrible trouble at the city.